Hemoglobin liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Beta-Actin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
This July, the sky is the limit at District Stairs SVG. Get ready for serious savings across the board. Take 10% off all lights, faucets, tools, tin sets, and grouts. Enjoy 20% of all laminating flooring, 20% of all vinyl flooring, 20% of all railing projects, whether glass, PVC, aluminum, or stainless steel, and 20% of all renovation jobs, from bathroom upgrades to full home makeovers. That's not all. Get a huge 50% off all crown moldings, baseboards, and trims. Plus, when you spend $2,000 or more on tiles, you get 5 free bags of premium thin set. Yes, District Stairs SVG delivers top-tier renovation services, stylish finishes, and quality that lasts, with warranty on both materials and labor. And with our trusted program, your dream project can start now. Be paid in stages. Visit us at Russell's Shopping Center at Stony Grounds. Call 4567649. WhatsApp us at 1289 200 7649. District Stairs SVG. Endless possibilities.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Soundblast Entertainment exclusive rentals. We have LED bars, LED chairs, LED tables, trussing, speakers, and stage available. Bring your event to life with exclusive party rentals. For more information, contact 1-784-493-1361. 1-784-493-1361.
Looking for reputable, reasonable shipping services from the USA? Look no further than Fair Deal Shipping and Trading. Call us today, 407-822-6792. From our hub in Orlando, Florida, we provide complete freight handling services. We'll do your purchasing, we'll do your shipping, and everything in between. Whether it's ocean freight or air freight, commercial cargo or personal effects, big or small, Fair Deal will handle it all. Visit us on the web at www.fairdealshipping.com or just call us 407-822-6792. That's Fair Deal Shipping and Trading. In the heart of Central Florida, your artery to the Caribbean and the rest of the world.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
SVG, get ready! The National Lotteries Authority is now offering more chances to win with 3D and Play 4 now 3 times a day. 3 times a day. There's a morning draw at 11 a.m., afternoon draw time 3 p.m., and the night draw from 9 p.m. Get your tickets for 3D and Play 4. Now drawn 3 times daily, Monday to Saturday. All from the National Lotteries Authority, giving you more chances to win.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good, that good. When you shop at Massy Stores, that good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leewood. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barely at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., and it's all presented by the Central Leewood Young Dems and the NDP Central Leewood Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro on Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar.
While the New Democratic Party, the NDP, continue to represent the views of a significant number of Vincentians, the party is indeed obliged to recognize that we are now into new times. Through this radio program, the NDP hopes to keep in tune with the thinking of the populace, while offering leadership for the challenging times ahead. This program, New Times, is therefore for all Vincentians, regardless of political persuasion, to interact with the NDP in building a new team of New Democrats. Call telephone number 4565967 to interact with the party's host on this program, New Times, aired on this station, Nice Radio. From 10:30 a.m., it's New Times for a new team of New Democrats. The views expressed on this program are not those of Nice Radio.
Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic right. We believe our country's future must be shaped by our own hands to ensure a strong foundation that's built on rock, not sand. The education of our children is the pride of every faith, and freedom of expression is a pledge of our gratitude. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic right. Let us put our heads together to keep high our country's name and protect our youth from danger. Proud guardians we remain. Our women and our children will uphold with our men. The kind and gentle nation and live in harmony and love. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic right. We salute our founding members for the charge they gave to us to provide land for the landless, be honest, kind, and just. A better life for every worker and for those for whom they care. To build one Caribbean, our peace and justice share. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic right. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic right. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight.
The winds of change are sweeping through the region. Change is long overdue. This is a new year. These are new times. We are the New Democratic Party. This is the New Times program with your host, We Are Ready. What about you?
I've been battered, bruised and torn, but I'm still here. Some days my life was filled with fear. Oh, but I'm still here. So many times I had to fight just to stay in the right. I have failed so many times, but I'm still here. I had many disappointments, but I am still here. There were days when I thought I could not make it, Lord, but I'm still here. they can't compare. Storms of sickness, storms of strife. Oh, but I'm still here. I've been abused and misused, but I am still here. Been persecuted and accused. Oh, but I'm still here. Lord, it's such joy to know that your love had kept me so. Through the valley I had to go, but I'm still here. I'm still here to praise your name. Lord, I'm still here. You took the blame. Seems like my life was all so wrong, but your love has kept me strong amidst the gloom and despair. Lord, your love has kept me here. I cried and I cried, but I'm still here. I'm still here to praise your name. Lord, I'm still here. You took the blame. Seems like my life was wrong. Yes, your love has kept me strong amidst the gloom and despair. Yes, your love has kept me here. I cried and I cried, but I am still here. Yes, I cried and I cried. I cried and I cried, but your love surrounded me, your love embraced me. I'm still here, Lord, I'm still here.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that for spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Family gone. Crime situation is out of control. Every time you wake up, you're losing another soul. The people, they're not satisfied, but they're afraid to open their mouth. Why? Cause if they say anything, the vaccine food up your mouth. Stop the call. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gotta go. What I tell you? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. 1, 2. totally gone. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. Oh, I hear that again and again. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. They gone, they gone, they gone. This country in shambles, people can't get work. Young girls on the corner, begging for a buck. Why? If you don't believe, come out after 6. Nah, the things you will see on the street, you can't believe it. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. What I tell you? What I tell you? Family gone. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. This election. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. Not another tongue. Leaders of this country, they wicked like hell. Wicked, siding with criminals, posting with cartels. With taxpayers' money, you put on a show. So much people hungry, with no place to go. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. They gone, totally gone. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now. Family gone. Enough is enough, the people say. They gone now.
I've been battered, bruised and torn, but I'm still here. Some days my life was filled with fear. Oh, but I'm still here. So many times I had to fight just to stay in the right. I have failed so many times, but I'm still here. I had many disappointments, but I am still here. There were days when I thought I could not make it, Lord, but I'm still here. So many storms I had to bear, Lord, for your joy, they can't compare. Storms of sickness, storms of strife, oh, but I'm still here. I've been abused and misused, but I am still here. Been persecuted and accused, oh, but I'm still here. Lord, it's such joy to know that your love had kept me so. Through the valley I had to go.
I'm still here. Oh, yes, I'm still here by the grace of the Lord. Let me say a pleasant good morning to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And let me welcome you to another edition of the New Times program for today, Wednesday, the 8th of July, in the year of our Lord, 2025. My name is Eichel Adams, and I'll be the host for today's program. I think today is the 9th of July. So sorry for telling you the 8th. It's the 9th of July. Let me remind you that the New Times program is a politically sponsored program sponsored by the New Democratic Party of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the oldest, most loved, the party which represents the majority of persons in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the only one that has outlived its founding fathers. Our president and leader of this great political party is none other than the 5 times elected representative of the Northern Grenadines, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. Before we go any further, let us just have our reading from the Bible as we usually do, and we're reading from the 117th division of the Psalm. It's the shortest of all of the Psalms, so we're going to read that this morning. It says, "Oh, praise the Lord, all ye nations. Praise him, all ye people. For his merciful kindness is great towards us, and the truth of the Lord endureth forever. Praise ye the Lord." Psalm 117, this is the word of the Lord. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading, hearing, and doing of his holy words. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our president and leader, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday and his family, to our past president and leader, also past Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Brother Anne Muse and family, to all of our members of parliament, both elected and nominated, and their families, to all of our executive members of the party, we say a pleasant good morning to you and your families as well. To all of our candidates in the upcoming general elections and their families, all our chairpersons and their families, all of our past parliamentarians and their families, past caretakers and candidates of the New Democratic Party and their families, to all of our supporters here, there, and everywhere, at home and those abroad, we say a pleasant good morning to you. And to St. Vincent and the Grenadines on a whole, whether you support the NDP or not, we say a pleasant good morning to you. And to persons from other countries who might be tuned into this program at this time, because we usually do, we welcome you and say a pleasant good morning to you. We're having some lovely weather over here. It's sunny, it's breezy, it's real nice weather. So we trust that you're having the same wherever you are. So we wish you all the best. And to the most wonderful people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that's the people of Central Kingston, say a pleasant good morning to you. Good morning to you as well. All those folks over in the Grenadines, those in the southern Grenadines, especially those from Union Island who still having a hard time getting back, we greet you in a very special way as well. But time is going. Don't worry yourself. Things will be all right just now. It's July the 9th, and the time is going down, coming up closer to another general election. You just have to stay focused, stay on the ball, and be resolute in your decision to support the New Democratic Party. And just remember, you got to stick with the NDP. You got to go all the way with the NDP, because this time that is coming here is a time for change. And when the elections are called, there will be a change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and a new administration will be in place headed by Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. So we just want you to stay focused, stay on the ball, and make sure everything is all right with you. So remember to keep your votes there and keep it set right there. I think, let me say quickly, for persons who will be tuning in and listening to the program today, This is after the carnival. This is the political season. And whereas the date hasn't been announced yet for elections, the election gear has gone up a notch because this is the last part of the year. And because of that, the last half of the year, and elections are well anticipated this year for sure. So it's the last half of the year. So things gonna be on the rise. So you got to look out for that. So as long as I'm in the studio for whatever time leading up to the elections, we ain't putting up with much negativity here. This is a time for people to rally with the NDP, show your support to the NDP, encourage people to make the change, whether they're NDP, ULP, or they're no P at all, but encourage them so that they can make that change because the country is in need of a change. And we have the opportunity this year coming up to make that change. So just make sure that you encourage people to go for the change. All up in the air, sometimes you get a lot of negative calls and comments and so on. But you see, coming up to this is time when people going to be rallying with the NDP and you encouraging people to make the change. The country needs the change. The way things have been going, we can't continue like this. We need a change. The government is tired. They're worn out. They lack ideas and initiatives. They have not been doing a good job running the country. We need a change. And as we go along, different days and so on, you will hear some of the plans and programs that the New Democratic Party have in store for St. Vincent and the Grenadines to help with our development and to help to make a better life for people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, make the economy better so you can prosper better in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You wouldn't always have to be at the end of the economic scale, the bottom in the Caribbean. No, we can rise above that, and the New Democratic Party will play a role in that when we take governance after the next general election. So I'm not going to be entertaining too much negativity on this side. So you will find me a little different than times past. I will entertain you, yes, but once you're negative, we ain't have much time for that this time around. I didn't hear of so much incident during the carnival time, so I am kind of happy that we didn't have much incident. I think I heard on the news this morning somebody got killed, I think it was on the 5th or something like that, July. I haven't heard any other thing. Maybe if there were others, I was just too busy because I was actually working yesterday and day before yesterday, so didn't have time to check up on news and so on. But this morning I did check some news and I did see that. So, but thank God I didn't hear of any real serious accident killing anybody. And, if that person got killed, then, condolences to the family. It is alleged that maybe his nephew killed him or something like that, or his son or whatever. I can't even remember the story now, but that is a sad case, and we extend condolences to the family, whoever the person is. But we are happy that we didn't have multiple amount of those things happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because really and truly we want a better country. And let me remind you of the boat ride coming up this Sunday. That is the boat ride to Myro, put on by Brother Conroy Huggins and the Central Leeward crew. They're the Central Leeward team. So their boat ride will be heading to Myro this coming Sunday. The boat will leave Barley 7 o'clock and it will leave Kingston at 8 o'clock, and we'll be heading all the way to Myro. So you need a ticket, you don't have one, you can check Yellow Board, you can check Ingrid, you can check me, you can check the team from Central Leeward, Brother Bishop and all the other folks down there who are selling. You can go by the NDP headquarters and you can get your tickets, and you can check with those persons in your constituency who normally deal with these things. So you can just check and you can get your tickets. So remember, get your ticket, purchase it, and take a ride over to Myro and support Brother Conroy Huggins and Central Leeward. Welcome to New Times.
Well, I am so happy that I am the first person to call you back from the short break.
Yeah, I'm happy you called too as well.
My brother, welcome back.
Thank you,
Yeah?
thank you.
Thank you. And I want to use this opportunity to apologize to persons who normally listen to us on Saturday.
Okay.
The program that I am a part of, because what happened is that Carl, I said he got mixed up with the day.
Oh.
Because he would have had to work, if he would have worked it Friday night, and for it I realized that the next day is Saturday. Okay, so yeah, so it's very really why the program need to come out. But I was willing and I was ready. Matter of fact, I was there. So he would sent me back to look for see if he down the road can get right up the road. So
okay.
I was there. I am like you. We are not taking this election for any joke. We're not gonna play around. And I like how you put the guideline out there to force us to know that you're going to meet a different gal this time.
Yeah, you see, this time you have to deal with the change. You can't time for negativity and so on. That gone in the last half of the year. This time going forward is just to encourage people to vote for the change, support the NDP, get rid of the Unity Labour Party. Can't take any of that stuff this time.
And that is the job at hand. That is the job at hand, my brother. That is the job at hand for us to get rid of Ralph and ULP. Simple and straight as that. So if you can come to encourage some other person to leave the comfort zone they might think they are in and cross over to meet the NDP, don't call. Because we have to get a change in this country. The country need it, the people need it, and you know it can be materialized. It's we to go out and vote them out of power. Simple and straight as that.
Simple.
You know, it's not a people way for us to go and play wrong. This is not a baby house we're dealing with here.
Not at all.
We got one shot at this. One shot.
Yes.
There's no fourth and second. There's no second place in this. One shot to that. You either win or you lose.
You lose, definitely. Yeah.
And we have been going on a road for 5 storms now. Losing. Well, not losing. Not farming government, because the NDP doesn't never lose the election in this country. Not farming government. That is what we are dealing with right now. And so for me, that will be I will continue. I should say that will continue to be my personal to make sure that when the election is called, people go out and vote overwhelmingly for the NDP, because we cannot live. If you are noticing, every time we go to the poll, this man has become more dangerous than the one before. Have no sympathy. They have no sympathy for nobody. Have no heart. And we cannot continue with this. We have to let the change come. And I just hoping that I could hear somebody say something about that. Not that I'm crazy about it, Is that it's a place, and we need to hear something about it. That is the house of the public
the public accounts and the meeting of the public accounts committee.
Yes. We need to hear something, because I cannot understand how something belongs to the public and it's really the public business, and you can't have somebody to broadcast it from it. No, it's modern time. No, in modern time, my brother, you're supposed to able to bring out that somebody inside there who could broadcast what is basically happening. And the crowd coming and telling them nonsense. Not me.
And if you didn't get to see broadcast it, at least after it's finished, the information should be disseminated to the public so that we can know exactly what has taken place. I am giving them a little while, Maybe they want to late in Parliament first. I don't know, but it should come to the public, and I only waiting to get some information to see as to what things is, because that information by the Public Accounts Committee should be information that the public can get and able to go through it, sift it, and digest it, or whatever you're supposed to have it. So I'm gonna wait and see, and I'm calling on all the people to make sure that they song their voice so that something can be done.
I understand the form, what it's saying, but the formality about there, that should come after. What I'm talking about is preliminary, what you would have had. You know what I mean? Not the real dress up part. You know what I mean? I do not want to hear or read nothing that rather them going to put out there. You know what I mean? Because
no, not them.
Saying,
Me want not them. If it's Parliament, then we will know. If it come to Parliament and they try to put something that they want, the opposition is there, so the opposition will inform you that that wasn't so. So if it has to come to Parliament first as a formal something before you send it out, well, I don't really mind. I ain't saying it is so, or that is the law, but I'm saying if it has to come there, because they say, okay, well, Parliament should get it first. Well, I have no problem with it. But since it could come and then the information could reach the public, that's what I'm looking for.
Right. But so far, the information that we're waiting on is not for Parliament. It's for we the people.
I know.
It's for we the people.
Definitely.
It's not for Parliament. And that's the reason I keep on saying that we never used to have these things here broadcast until when Ralph get into power. And Ralph said fit to suit his agenda. Ralph make sure it broadcast, and I don't have a problem with it. Because that suits his agenda, what he wanted to do. But this party, would not go down well, because this is what talking about money we done budgeted for and spent. We need to know. We the people need to know. So we need to have a mechanism in place to make sure that this could come out all the time. We don't have to have to wait nearly 2 weeks later and we can't hear nothing yet.
Can't hear nothing, yeah.
No. Now watch me. One more I dig into this thing, I realized how this man was able to swindle the election, and I'm not going to take no chance with him. Trust me. Who want to trust him, my girl, can, but not me.
No,
I am not trusting this man at all.
I don't trust him.
Not even as far as the big token reach when we set up on the ground. Me never want to trust him. Not even with the big toe. Trust me. So I am saying, my brother, let us continue to fight hard, because it's years now the NDP has not been forming government. Not that they lost the election. They don't lose the election. NDP don't lose the election. NDP never lost the election. It's the way that this man was able to manipulate the elections and was able to make the NDP look like if we don't know what we're doing. But rather than have more competent and more brilliant people in his side of the government than us. He can't touch the NDP when it comes to things. He can't touch them. And that is the reason why I keep on saying that we cannot take no chance at all with this election. I got other people might want to call it, will continue to let us hold the ship. Steady, my brother. You hear? And people, now is the time for us to go out and vote out, Ralph. Have a wonderful day, my brother.
Definitely. Thank you very much, my brother.
Love you, my girl.
Love you always. Big up those children for me. All right. Yeah, that was a big call in there. So just want to let you know that this time, these last months heading down to elections, we got to be on the ball. I was telling you about the boat ride with Brother Conroy Huggins, our candidate for Central Leeward, and the next representative for Central Leeward. He's having a boat ride, he and his team down there in Central Leeward. The boat ride is this coming Sunday. Tickets are available. Tickets are on sale. You need to get out there and purchase a ticket. Get one. Get two. Those of you who are here in the country, if you're not going back before, what you can do, you can go to the boat ride, and if you're going back, you can just buy a ticket. You can buy a ticket and make sure that somebody will be on the boat ride, courtesy you. So remember that. And as I say, this is after the carnival, and the election notch has gone up. So we will be continuing our meetings in the constituencies, and this time we will be in North Leeward in Spring Village, and we will be there this Thursday. That is tomorrow, God's willing, 7 p.m. down in Spring Village with Brother Dr. Kishore Shallow, the NDP's candidate for North Leeward and the next representative for North Leeward. We will be there, and we will be in Spring Village this tomorrow evening, God's willing. But we'll come back to that. Let me just take this call. Welcome to New Times. Well, the caller went off. I don't know why they... Welcome to New Times.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Not about my sister. I listen to your station every day.
Okay. Thank you.
You could permit me to make this statement.
Well, it depends on what statement. If I had to stop you, I'll stop you, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I want to know if I'm talking concerning the Coast Guard in Union. I would like to know if the captain of the Coast Guard does not have a depth sounder and the Coast Guard, if it malfunction, or if you do not know the draft of the ship, of the keel of the Coast Guard. Okay, you can't tell me you're there in the Coast Guard, you're the captain, and you have a depth song that could tell you how many fathom you're there in the water, and you tell him about the light. It's not the light. He just doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he bought his license in Panama or something.
Well,
because you have to know the draft of your ship. Plus, you have to know the depth. You have a depth song that is a quick ship, and you tell him about the light. It's not the light. Maybe you're sleeping. You have to know the light.
Well, I ain't accusing anybody, but I guess some investigation need to be done into why the boat was able to run on the reef in Union Island, a Coast Guard in particular.
You have a depth sounder. You could tell me how much fathom, how much feet of water you're there.
The
You see the water is coming shallow. You can't go into the shallow. In Canada and Marion Union, we never used to have buoy when we were growing up to go in Union. Up to the Martin at no light at all. We go in there. And you're a big captain, and you're telling me that the light has nothing to do with the draft of the boat. If you see the boat is going on the shallow, you get out in the deep.
So that is something that needs to be looked into, especially a Coast Guard in particular, and a Coast Guard is accustomed to those waters. Accustomed to those waters, you shouldn't really run into that particular problem. Now, I run a reef in a boat on Union Island some years ago, but the captain was a Dominican captain, so he didn't quite know the waters as well as. So I could remember that very vividly. So I know how it is. But with a Coast Guard, that will be. But we get your message. We get your message. So we're going to leave it there, but we're going to take this call here, this local call. But we got your message. No problem. We will.
I want the Prime Minister to say something about that.
Yeah, we will deal with that. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, girl. Keisha here.
Hey, how you doing?
MP Daniel Cummings one time, big up people at West Kingston. But I called to talk about Spring Village.
Okay.
I think Spring Village have been forgotten by the ULP, although the area representative, Mr. James. I went to Spring about a week ago, and trust me, Spring needs to be looked after and to be cared about. Spring Village look a little bit run down. It need more life. Things need to be happening in Spring. The road, even a place that we call Tunning. When I look at Tunning and to see the grass, them is like a curtain. A long time ago, you could have stopped from Tunning and see the bridge. You're not saying that no more. You understand? The place needs to be uplifted. The road needs to be fixed. The road needs to be cut and highlighted. So Spring people, I telling y'all, stop, sit down, get up and get this time. Come out and do the right thing. Vote for Dr. Kishore Shallow. You understand? Vote for your freedom and democracy. Vote for things to happen in our beloved Spring Village. Spring Village is a wonderful place. It's a nice place. It's a community that they know the ULP have been forgotten.
And the whole of North Leeward been forgotten, and that's why
When
the
I'm
people had
talking
to
about
rally.
my community,
I
which is
know.
Spring Village, we need more things to be happening in Spring. Even the park, we need the park to be fixed. Lighting is a problem down there as well. So we need to be looked after. We need to be careful. And people of Spring Village, let your voice be heard. Don't just sit down, get up and talk for your rights. We need things to be happening in Spring Village. And this Thursday, I'm urging y'all to come out and support the meeting and be at the meeting and rally round the Kishon Shallow, because I know this man will get things done. I meet him here in Barbados and I talk to him, and, you know, he have a good vibe. So I'm asking people to come out and support Kishon Shallow and support the New Democratic Party. Big up Daniel Cummings in West Kingston. You know, West Kingston, we have it locked down, but, you know, we have work to do. So people rally around me to come out, keep on walking and keep on what you have to do to make sure West Kingston stay with the New Democratic Party. I got big up yourself, big up Dr. Friday, big up Lavon, big up the whole team. Blessings.
You big up yourself too. Big up yourself. Blessings.
Yes, me just a wait, tell me when
I know.
me just a wait for it and they don't know.
I
Me
know,
did
I
it
know
because
it is.
me have to defend my country, and me owe that, you know, to my country to defend my freedom, my right, and my democracy. Me not done.
Fair enough, definitely. Can't
All
done
right,
at
then.
all.
So, Spring people, I'm urging y'all to come out this Thursday to the meeting and listen to what Kishon Shallow have in store for you, the people of Spring Village, and for the people of North Leeward. Big up yourself. Keep on doing the good work that you're doing, and big up everybody you don't know.
All right, Keish. You don't know, girl.
Yes.
All right. God bless. Yeah, that was some encouragement for the people, you know, to come out in spring, because spring has been forgotten, says Keisha, by the Unity Labour Party. I agree with her, because the whole of North Lee, or the whole of the country really, has been forgotten by the Unity Labour Party. They seem to think that they could just take Vincentians for granted, and they can do anything because they've been doing it for a long time, and they feel they could just do anything. And when they come about now, they come during election time, bring some handouts and give you some things, and then say you will vote for them. But this time around, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines must know, you must come out in your numbers, you must put all your effort in, encourage your neighbor, encourage your friend, you young people, encourage one another. Don't say politics is not for you. Yeah, politics will determine whether you eat or you drink, whether you live a good life or not. So you got to come on out and rally with the New Democratic Party, rally with the candidates that we have in every constituency, because we have an excellent slate of candidates in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Never has such a slate been put forward in any election by any political party. And you can rest assured that any one of them you vote for, they can well represent you and your constituency in the Parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and beyond. And they will be able to deliver, because we have a team that can get things done and will make things happen for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So come this Thursday, we head into Spring Village, and we're going to be there with Brother Shallow and his team. You got to come on out, people in North Leeward, especially in Spring Village and Cumberland area and so on, and those who can travel from nearby and come. You just come on over, be a part with Dr. Shallow. Come and listen to him as he speak to you on some of his plans for Spring Village and North Leeward and the whole. Come and listen to our leader and all the other speakers who will be there. You know, you have the Leeward corridor, so you will hear people like Conroy Huggins and VP Stevenson, and other candidates will be there speaking. I believe the major will be down there as well. So you got to come on out and be a part of the action, be a part, show your support for the New Democratic Party. Welcome to New Times. Okay, my brother, you can see that after the election. God bless. Have a good day, my brother. God bless. Yeah, after the election, you will see what they can do. Even in opposition, They did so many things. Cummins went over there, help people fix the path, drive the walkway and all that kind of stuff. So, and they're in opposition, they're not in government. But when we're in government, because of the skill, the knowledge, the capability, the work they did before, the training, everything that will be brought to bear to enhance the lives of the people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The people have been voting for him 3 times now. He has been elected, and every time he has been elected, he been elected by more. And this time around will be the same thing. He will win the seat, he will win it by more, but the difference now, he will not only win the seat, but he will be representing West Kingston in the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So too will Dr. Kishore Shallow be doing. He will be representing North Leeward in the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And Brother Huggins, he will be representing Central Leeward in the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's why you got to come on out on Thursday to Spring Village, rally with Brother Kishore Shallow and his team down there. Come on out, listen to your political leader, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, as he lay out plans for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because we are going everywhere and laying out some of the plans that the party has in store for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And so if by chance you haven't heard of any of the plans, well, you come to the meeting and I'm certain you'll hear of some of them. And as we go through the weeks here leading up to election, the months and the weeks, you will hear from time to time some of the plans that are in place to help develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So come on out Thursday and be a part of the program in Spring Village. It begins at 7 p.m., so you got to come out and be a part of it. And then on Sunday, heading to Myro with Brother Conroy Huggins and the Central Leeward team. Tickets are available. You can check any of the persons there in Central Leeward. You can check the party's headquarters. You can check Yellow Board. You can check Ingrid. You can check myself. You can check persons in your constituency who normally deal with those things, because I think all the constituency have tickets that they can sell to the constituents. It's only $80. You got to come on out, be a part of it. And those of you who are visiting for Carnival and you are not leaving before the boat ride, come and take a trip down to the Southern Grenadines, see Myro after 1 year after burial, see how it's looking, mingle with the people, meet the people, speak with them, and enjoy the beauty of the island over there. And if you're going back before Sunday, you can purchase a ticket and give it to someone here so that they can go down and enjoy the place on your behalf. Okay, so let's take this call. Welcome to New Times.
Thank you, Brother Igal.
How are you?
Igal, you know those White House going down to Bali? Sorry. There's a question that I want to ask the Minister of Finance.
Just hold on a while. Let me ask the other person on the other line to hold on. Person on the WhatsApp, hold on first, please. Go right ahead.
Yeah, the question that I wanted to ask, I wanted to find out from the ULP. If this house hold up because the person did not give them money for campaign and they stopped the person from continuing his work.
So you're asking if that is the reason why they hold up?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess they're listening.
The guy must was building blocks to himself, all kind of thing, all those problems, they hold up everything. And the guy say he's not letting go because he don't spend money from since 2010 and he is not going to let go. So I want to know.
Well, they're
more
listening.
Information about that.
They're listening, so I guess they will answer sometime. They don't call here, but they might answer somewhere that they usually call. If it's held up because of that, I don't know. Yeah. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's take this call now. Welcome to New Times. I don't know what's happening to this thing here at all. Welcome to New Times. Yeah, you sounding pretty low. We getting a kind of song here in the thing. Just hang up for me and call back. Let me see if it's gonna be any better. Okay? Yeah, just hang up and call back. Because I'm getting a kind of sound in the WhatsApp thing. I don't know what's happening there. So call back, caller. Let me see if I get you any better this time. Okay, well, while we wait for the caller to call back, the caller just call and ask the question if that is the reason why the places are held up going down the leeward side. I think the white places in Peters Hope area down there. So I guess they will answer us when the time comes. Welcome to New Times. Somebody might have to come and... Okay. You hearing me now? But you're very low. I can hardly hear you. Yeah, just call back. Let me answer you on a different device and see if it will come through. Yeah, let me answer you on another device and see if it will come through on that one. Because surely the kind of song we're getting on this one is not coming through and we're not hearing you. We're not hearing you at all. I don't know what is the problem there. So just call back and I'll answer you on another device to see if I can get you in better. Okay, let me see if I get this one now. Welcome to New Times.
Hi, Brother Igo.
Okay,
Can
well,
you hear me
this
better now?
one, yeah, this one is far better. The other one, I was barely hearing you, and then it was giving some kind of noise. I don't know where that come from
Oh,
because
okay. All right. So, it's good to have you back after the carnival break. But I'm just calling to make a succinct statement. And there are those in St. Vincent and the Grenadines who are so steeped in their delusions, who are so far divorced from reality, that the truth makes them agitated. And I'm referencing the penultimate caller, the second to last caller. And we can ill afford to be distracted by folks like that. We are on the home stretch, and what we are hoping to achieve is much too all important for us to be distracted or to be deterred.
yeah, we ain't taking that thing these months
We
leading
take
up here to
exactly. Because I think we can all safely and truly say that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it has come to a point where things have become so untenable that if things are not changed for the better, then woe be unto us. And so I want to join with you and others who are putting out the clarion call to all those who are eligible to vote in this 2025 election in these 25 elections to go and vote solidly, overwhelmingly, resoundingly, and emphatically for the New Democratic Party. So I just wanted to make that brief statement today. Thank you so much for accommodating me.
Yes, my brother. Well, anytime you're a regular caller here, you can always
Absolutely.
call. You can always call at any time and make your intervention, your comments, your whatever, because we need people like you to continue to call and to continue to make your contribution. No problem at all.
Well, we all do it for love of country. Oh, and before I forget, Miss, I heard yesterday that Miss Ferdy passed away.
I glad you reminded me because I told when I heard yesterday where I was walking I told them, well, I'm happy that they told me because I'll come on the radio today and send out condolences, but it did slip me. So I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah,
So
because
when you finish, I will give my condolences and the condolences of the party to the
absolutely,
family.
because as a former student of St. Martin's Secondary School, I had many happy occasions going to her establishment, which I fondly remembered was the name was planted prominently on the building, Ferdinand's Grocery, and getting my salt sausage and bread and Marby, and as a humble country boy, that was good enough for me, and it sustained me for um, many a year as a student of St. Martin's, and I have always intended that the next time I come home, having heard that she was still around before, the news came out yesterday, that I would have gone to visit her and paid my respects personally. I know she may not have remembered me because I would have been one of many faces that she would have served.
True.
But I really, really, really admired and respected this lady. Very quiet. She went around that shop bustling, and she wasn't a very talkative person. She served us well, and even sometimes when some of us were short, she was willing to accommodate us. So
That's true.
to her family, my sincere condolences, and may her soul rest in eternal, well-deserved peace. Thank you, Brother Igal.
Okay, my brother, thank you. And in the same breath, let me say to Brother Jules Ferdinand and all the other family members, our deepest condolences go out to you from the party and from myself on the passing of your mother, Miss Ferdinand. Well, I know her. I didn't go to St. Martin's. I went to Emmanuel. That was the secondary school I went to, but much of my childhood schooling, primary school, took place right at the Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church, where the Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church is now. It was not the Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church at that time. It was the Seventh-day Adventist Primary School. I spent most of my primary school education, they're just 2 terms. I didn't spend there. The last 2 terms was in Lodge Village, and then I went to Emmanuel. So I know Miss Fordy. I bought a lot of stuff by Miss Fordy, so I know how it is there. So I know her well, and I know the service that she gave to the community. So deepest condolences to the family, and may God continue to keep you all. Welcome to New Times.
Hello, Ivan.
Hi, how are you doing?
All right. People that truth seek and bigger bigs why NDP can be in power now. Every election they come out with one set of stupidness it up.
I don't know what stupidness they were talking about. If you're calling the program and you have a contribution to make a contribution to the program. Don't call the program and talk stupidness. The people call, they make their contribution. If you have a contribution, come and make a contribution. Don't have time with those foolishness there and people like them. Why we can't win. Me have no time with them foolishness there. This is a time for elections. This is a time for people to come out, rally with the New Democratic Party, and all those who are not drinking, well, even those who are drinking on the gravy train, should realize and recognize now that it's time for them to just stop. The country ain't going anywhere. We have too much problems in this country. The country is almost totally bankrupt. You can't get anything done in the country properly. To fix some roads in central Kingston, I mean, you go to shops, this whole week the people had to strike, van drivers had to strike. What kind of government that could be? That you have to strike for a whole week to get road fixed. In Green Hill, they strike for a day before you could come and start to fix and some of the roads. And then when you come to say you're fixing them, come and see some of the things you do. Right where you fix, you still have that are not fixed. And you're just taking the people for granted. those type of things we can't really take. You see, under New Democratic Party, we will have a proper road maintenance program so that the roads will not have to deteriorate to that stage so that people have to strike to get the roads fixed. No, no. Under New Democratic Party, that wouldn't take place. We will have a special road maintenance component to the Ministry of Works who will look at the maintaining of the roads in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because obviously anything you build, you must maintain it, because nothing ain't built to last forever. Man is who make it, and it can't last forever. So somewhere down the line, some deterioration will take place. But you must be able to maintain that which you have already built. If you build your house and leave it just so it will deteriorate and eventually you won't have a house if you don't maintain it. So you have to maintain it. And that component will be there under the NDP. You will be able to maintain the roads and everything will be okay. You know, even in constituencies, some of the small areas of roads that deteriorate to come so bad, that won't have to be, because you will have the constituency development fund where you can use fund from that just to patch those things before they get out of hand and then have to cause you an arm and a leg to fix them. It don't make sense. But it is because this administration doesn't have the programs in place that will be able to deal with those things. And therefore, they can't do them. And they also want to pick and choose who they want to give this to do and who they want to give that to do, because they don't want to give everybody a slice of the cake. They just want to do foolishness. So we don't have time with that. This is time for change, and it's time for us to change and accept. Welcome to New Times. Okay, the caller like they left us. Sorry, caller, you can call back. I don't know why you left us there, but you can always call back. Yeah, so under the New Democratic Party, those things will change. A lot of things will change under the New Democratic Party. The farmers can look forward to better in SVG under the New Democratic Party. We'll bring back the marketing corporation. We'll also look for markets for the produce of the farmers and proper markets and proper price for the produce. And the farmers will know that they have a place to sell their produce so they will be able to farm. So that when they farm, they will be able to sell so that they will be able to make money to take care of themselves and their family. They will be able to maintain their family, send their children to school like they used to do under the New Democratic Party when it was in office before. They built lots of beautiful houses without any assistance from anybody, because the programs was there by the New Democratic Party to assist the farmers in getting their produce sold. So when they produced them, they could have sold them, and therefore they were able to build houses, buy vehicles, and so on, and lead a very good life. As a matter of fact, some of the farmers were very poor people before the NDP came into office. But when the NDP came, a lot of them became middle class people, middle income earning people. They just buy vehicles like that, because things was nice and they were producing and they were getting what they produced sold. They didn't have so much problem with pre-deal larceny. I never said anybody never steal anything, but not to the height that we are having it now, and with no redress, basically, because so many farmers are complaining all over the place about stolen things. Green Hill, where I'm from, is the same thing. I mean, so many farmers, anywhere you go and speak to farmers, they're having problems. In Georgetown, there are problems. Greg's, there are problems all over the place. And nobody seemed to be paying any attention to these problems. So when you produce the stuff and then before you can reap it, people come and they reap it, then it don't give you heart to produce because you're producing, spending your money, but then you're not getting anything back. So all these programs the New Democratic Party will be implementing and looking at to help out our farmers so that when they produce, they will be able, and we will be going down the scale. The persons who are selling, who don't have lands to produce so that they could sell, they will be prosecuted when caught, and also the persons who are buying from them, because sometimes people know that some of those things are stolen goods and they're still buying them. And therefore, those who encourage it must pay as well. And it will happen because you can't continue going like that if you want to have production in your country. So in agriculture, the people can look forward to that. You can look forward also to an agro-processing plant that will be able to add value to our agricultural produce so that we will be able not only to have the raw materials, which you can always sell the raw materials, we do that all the time, but the shelf life of the value added product will be far greater. So then you will be able to get greater value for when you produce. Arrowroot is part of agriculture, and look at where arrowroot is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Under the New Democratic Party, we will address that so people can get back from the produce from when they plant, get back returns from when they plant, they produce. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times.
Good day.
Hi, Dave. How are you? You hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. What about you?
Well, trying to stay in shape, keep my mind alert of what is going on in our country, and hope that things will get better. By saying I was happy that I didn't wake up to no sad news this morning about any criminal activity, because I'll tell you something, the way the country has deteriorated in that particular era of our lives and so on, I'm always concerned, and I brace myself to hear, to hear anything. And well, the carnival is over, and now it's back to, should I say, normalcy, or back to the regular run of things in our everyday life.
And a heightened political atmosphere, because to show a heightened political atmosphere, because this is election and this is the last part of the year, whether we like it or not. So everything gonna be going up
I
a
expect
notch.
the temper to rise. I really expect the temper to rise, but
and with every month it will rise.
From my standpoint, I would also like to advise that we do not turn this country into any sort of political hell, so to speak, because I know things can really, if we are not mindful and stay focused, things can get out of hand, and I would not like to see this. We already have so much things to deal with where our nation is concerned. And I want to see a change. I want to see a change.
Definitely.
We have had too much of one thing until, those who are in power feel that they have the rule. They're entitled to rule this country now, forever. And can't be like that if we live in a democracy. And of course, there'll always be people. There'll always be people who will challenge and question our development, especially when things are not transparent and accountable to us as a people. Because when all is said and done, it is the people who provide the opportunity for those who put up themselves as candidates to govern and to govern in the right way. Because some of them, well, let's face it, some of them give us some real pie in the sky promises, and we have to be careful with that. And politics, for some of us, is to make fools of people, promise them the moon and the stars and all of that. And when the time comes, they can't fulfill what they promise. So I'm just trying to keep my focus and to maintain how we have to look at life. I mean, we are affected by those countries. I mean, those larger countries who control the world's economy, blah blah blah, and so on. And we are too small not to try and understand what is happening in the world, because we don't have the power that those countries, have and can take a. But our voices are important in our democracy. We are important as a people, right? And once we can understand, appreciate what is taking place around us, we have a role to play in terms of our own development, and not to be misguided and all of that and be led astray. But it calls for serious thinking, critical thinking, where our population is concerned, where our nation is concerned. We are the only one that has, how should I put it, maintained, sustained a government for so long right now in the Caribbean. And sometimes it makes me wonder how this is so, because the society is not what it might appear to be that we live in. All is not well, not all is not what some of us want, the impression we want to create and that sort of thing. So it's all up to us. I mean, I could put my hands on my head and go down the road and bawl for murder and all of that, but I hope it doesn't reach that stage. And we all have to look out for one another, brother and sister, and we know of what has taken place. I mean, I still reach out to those people in the Grenadines, whether it's southern Grenadines or northern Grenadines, but we know that they face the brunt of the last hurricane that affected us.
Yeah.
And we see all the shenanigans that would have been continue to play out in all of this. But I just hope and trust that with the elections coming up at any time, I know the Prime Minister may be looking and waiting and watching to see when is the right moment to see if he can catch us with some kind of bait. And so we all have to be mindful, because getting a few dollars, hundreds, thousands of dollars for a brief moment, what about the rest of our lives? Think ahead. Think, not just a belly full for today and nothing for tomorrow.
Fair
So
enough.
I just want to. I know we are going to get down into the political whatever. Across the board, and I just want good sense to prevail. And for all those Christian, if we have, I don't know how many Christians we have in this country, because that's a term that is broadly used and could be misused and could mislead our people and so on. So my appeal is just that our people will keep an open mind, but keep their focus, keep their vision intact, understand what is happening around us and so on, and let us have a peaceful election. Peaceful election. No criminal action must overcome our impending elections and so on. And I appeal to those in authority to do their work in the right way and let righteousness, I am sounding like a preacher now, some people might be saying, but let righteousness exalt us as a people, and in all of it, let us come out the better for all of it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day, man.
Thank you very much, my brother. Same to you. God bless. Yeah, that was Brother Dave Roberts making his contribution as usual. It's coming up now to 2 minutes to 12 o'clock, so we're going to go to the break, and after the break, we will come right back.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MP Gem.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
At Sol, we know our customers need fuel economy and good mileage. The additives in Sol Go Further fuels enhance your vehicle's performance with superior deposit control, friction reduction, and outstanding corrosion protection. And that means you'll get the most out of every mile you drive. Fuels designed for life's journeys. Choose Sol Go Further fuels.
Flow's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is Vinci Clean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then Vinci Clean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? Vinci Clean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. Vinci Clean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, the best in service.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors.
Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for a specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up.
Reliability, convenience, and variety.
Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket. 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're #1. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays, rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come knee in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood we know take and build the ark. I said, bye, call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals and keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare sanitary disposal systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is the first in SVG to offer on-site cremation service. The new and modern crematorium provides a safe way to memorialize your loved ones. Memorial Funeral Home offers a variety of urns in which you can preserve your loved one in a personal way. Cremation can ease the financial burden as it reduces the cost of a standard funeral service by 50%. Caskets can also be rented. Cremation is a necessary option to the overcrowded burial grounds across the country. Their friendly and courteous staff will continue to take care of all your funeral needs, whether you choose to bury or cremate. If your loved ones die abroad, there's no need to worry. Memorial Funeral Home can assist in the transportation of bodies to SVG and from SVG to any part of the world. Memorial Funeral Home services can be accessed at their two locations. In Kingstown in the Russells Building at telephone number 453-2697 and in Mesopotamia at 458-8888. The Memorial Funeral Home, leading the way in modern and affordable services. Call us. We care.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy's Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leewood. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barely at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., and it's all presented by the Central Leewood Young Dems and the NDP Central Leewood Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro on Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that for spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Family gone. Crime situation is out of control. Every time you wake up, you're losing another soul. The people, they're not satisfied, but they're afraid to open their mouth. Why? Because if they say anything, the vaccine food up your mouth. Stop the call. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gotta go. What I tell you? Enough is enough. The people say come. They gone now. 1, 2, 3. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Oh, I hear that again and again. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gone. They gone. They gone. This country in shambles, people can't get work. Young girls on the corner, begging for a buck. Why? If you don't believe, come out after 6. Nah. The things you will see on the street, you can't believe it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. What I tell you? What I tell you? Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. It's election. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Not another tongue. Leaders of this country, they wicked like hell. Wicked, siding with criminals, posting with cartels. With taxpayers' money, you put on a show. So much people hungry, with no place to go. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gone, totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Enough is enough. Just the people say they gone now. Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Yeah, enough is enough. That's what the people say. They're gone now, and the time come for you to go to the polls. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. in Spring Village, there will be a village meeting there of the New Democratic Party with our candidate for North Leeward, Dr. Kishore Shallow, our party president and leader, will be there as well as other speakers will be down at the meeting. So we're calling all the people of Spring Village and surrounding areas to come down, the people of North Leeward. Come on out and give some support to Dr. Kishore Shallow as we continue with our village meetings right across the country. Remember, this is the election season. The bell hasn't rung as yet, but remember, it is the last part of the year. We are in the last part of the year, so, things will step up a notch as we go along all the time. So we starting the ball after the carnival holiday, and we will be in Spring Village tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., as we continue with our village meetings. You got to come out, be there. Be with the New Democratic Party. Rally around with Dr. Friday and the New Democratic Party and all of the candidates in the various constituencies. And then on Sunday, that Sunday coming, the 13th of July, it will be the boat ride of Central Leeward with Brother Conroy Huggins and his team going down to Miro. You jump on board. Get a ride down there. The sea's around now looking pretty calm. Come on down, take a ride, see how the island is doing after the hurricane, and interact with other friends and people you didn't know, make some new friends and things. Come down to the boat ride. Let's travel to Miro. Support Brother Conroy Huggins and the Central Leeward team. I tell you before that you can get tickets from any member of the Central Leeward team. You can also get tickets from Yellow Boards, Ingrid, myself. You can get tickets at the headquarters. You can get tickets from persons in your own constituency, persons who usually deal with the tickets sales. So you can just check them and you will be able to get them so you can be a part of it. And if you're in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you're just visiting and you're not ready to go back as yet, you can purchase a ticket. It's only $80. Take a ride, and if you're going back before Sunday, you can purchase a ticket, give to a friend, give to a family member, so that they can take the ride down to Miro and be a part with the Central Leeward crew and Brother Conroy Huggins as they travel down to Miro. So you can be a part of that as we move through with the New Democratic Party. Let me just give you this song as we continue.
took 22 years to bring the country to this. It don't take a genius to know that is backwardness. Your selfishness and greed is why 2 decades just waste. You never had intentions to truly develop the place. Cause the country hanging over a precipice, while you recklessly insist to run the place like a terrorist. So I'm calling the people, come on, oh man. Come let we change things once and for all. Come let we answer to freedom's call. Come on, oh man. Come with plenty determination. It won't be easy to change this land. Hit the ground running. Stop what you're doing. Come on, man. You used to be in favor of having term limits, but power sweet you so much you don't forget about it. You make a good living by ripping off we country, so you refuse to give power to anybody. You say the younger ministers inside your party lack experience and ability, so you go run things single-handedly. So I calling the people, come on, oh man. You telling yourself you're the only man who's bright enough to run this island. Come on, oh man. Your dictatorship ain't working at all. In fact, it is the country's downfall. Come with confidence and let me root out incompetence. Come on, man. It's a known fact that you have Calypsonians in your crowd. You said our lyrics are disrespectful and raw. But if Calypsonian lyrics are dirty and untrue, you got to blame yourself, cause we get them things from you. When it comes to those 2 things, you do them so well. All them dirty lies you don't tell. Instead of Ralph, you should name Lionel. Come with purpose and urgency. Let we dismantle this dynasty. Come let we expose the secrecy that been too long plaguing the country. Come with conviction to take back the nation. Come. All them great things you said you did to help the country, well, they absolutely ain't doing nothing for we. Standard of living drop, we can't say we ain't know. It didn't even raise a bit, it's still very low. That's why you go on the radio so frequently, as usual with hypocrisy, only to deceive and mama guy. So I calling the people, come on, we got to change our perspective, but country is getting more aggressive. Come on, just to show how lawless he can be, he refuse to give teachers their money. Turn your frustration into motivation. Come on, man. Come with a righteous meditation, cause we dealing with an evil man. Education no longer priority. The revolution has failed miserably. country is in dire financial strait, but you want us to believe things are going great. Whenever you desperately need income, you go and you plunder NIS fund. You empty the financial institution, so a lot of people ain't go get their pension. Imagine you're calling yourself more boss and running this small country at a loss. Let we do the things that we left undone and get rid of this wicked son of a gun. Sabs, come on, man.
Come on, man. That was the manage telling you to come on. It's time for action. Time to come on. Welcome back to the program. I have seated in front of me, no stranger to the program, no stranger to the Wednesday program, no stranger to Nice Radio, and no stranger to talk. One of the voices that a lot of people will be more familiar with and will be well appreciated listening whenever the gentleman speaks. I was going to run him out the studio, but Gypsy begged for him, so I tell him it's okay. Gypsy tell me no, don't run him out. It's no other person than my own representative, Major Sinclair Leacock, a vice president of the New Democratic Party and 3 times elected representative of Central Kingston, and I believe will be a 4-time elected representative after the next general elections that will take place here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines later this year. He's in the studio with us. He said he didn't come for long, but he has something important to do, so he came here to do just that. So, Major, welcome again. Good afternoon. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to Wednesday New Times program. You know, you're always welcome to be here on the program. Good to have you, and you go right ahead and do your thing.
Good afternoon, my chairman, Igal Adams. Good afternoon to all the citizens in the Grenadines. Good afternoon to the most wonderful people of Central Kingston. Good afternoon to the diaspora. I hope you haven't given me that long introduction to set up the people who are listening to me. Because I told you I came to the station.
I make sure to tell them.
Something not on Gypsy trying to get your attention.
Oh, no, it wasn't up. That's happened.
So I need to send over. Let me say good afternoon again. Michael had me locked out to St. Vincent the Grenadines. Good afternoon to Central Kingston, the most wonderful people. Good afternoon to the diaspora community. It's good to be in studio today after Carnival. It's not Ash Wednesday, because I know even though you're not a Catholic, you could easily forget what is Ash Wednesday and say you're going for your Ash and so forth. But that went earlier this year in the Christian calendar, which you also don't subscribe to. But I could not stay out of the studio this day and not come in to pay my tribute to Miss Fordy, Sylvia Fordinand, Fordy's Grocery, whatever name, title, rank, flavor you want to call her by. And I may do this better when I speak in the Parliament of St. Vincent later this month.
Okay.
And pay her a tribute. The good thing, Michael, is that we say very often, give people the bouquets
while they're alive.
While they're alive. And Miss Ferdinand is from Central Kingston.
True.
And I think about 2 Heroes Day events ago, P of the Old Montrose, Paul's Avenue area, Lower Kingston Park area, which falls within his remit, they had the wisdom to recognize it was time that we acknowledge the sterling contribution of Miss Fords.
That's true.
And the non-talking person that she is, the shy person that she is, not even that, could have brought her out to receive that award on her behalf, because that's not her thing.
True.
But we were grateful that her distinguished son, Dr. the Honorable Jules Ferdinand, former Senator of the Parliament, came and received that plaque and that trophy on her behalf. So I give thanks for that on behalf of the people of Central Kingston.
Yes.
But I'm being very personal now, Eigel, and I know Marge shares this tribute with me, because I go back with Miss Ferdinand very many moons, and you don't have to scratch your hair to determine how long that was. But if you look at the gray hair of our son, Calvert Booty Ferdinand, you begin to get an idea. Because we were all pupils at the Kingston Prep School.
Okay.
That is her eldest son, Booty, Calvert, Shoes, all those names are his. And we left prep school and went on to grammar school. I mentioned Booty, Shoes, Calvert, Corporal Ferdinand for good reason, because in the end, he was also the best man at my wedding.
Okay.
And that by itself tells you how close we were.
Yeah.
And if we were that close, it would mean that I had an in and out relationship with that home in Kingston Park. Some people like to figure that they're in Portsmouth, but they're on the borderline.
I know, I realize that.
And it's more Portsmouth than it is
Kingston Park.
You know? And so, you know, as young men, whether we were taking part in prep school events, clubs, whether it was dating scouts. In fact, Booty and myself went to Barbados.
Okay.
In 1968 on a scout camp. I'll never forget that. And in Barbados, it's a long story. I like to chat a lot. We never had traffic lights in St. Vincent. In Barbados, 2 people could ride on a bike. And it's only when we break the traffic light that people can call out to tell me that all they're doing, you know, that we wise up to the fact of traffic lights, you know. And of course, we went on from there to cadets and so on and so forth. And Booty, we played our football, we had our games, and we did all sorts of things. I hope he's listening. But it meant that sometime when you rest your heels, you would have a lunch there, you would have a snack there, and you would be entertained there. And I became, in my mind, one of Miss Ferdinand's extended sons.
Okay.
Now, it is clear that Miss Ferdinand had a lot of extended sons. Because you heard Truth Seeker on a while ago.
Yeah.
I heard OPRO spoke to that as well. Her own proprietor, Doug the Freighter, spoke to that. She was a haven for St. Martin's School, Bishop College School, the Convent School, and schools around here, generally speaking. And all and sundry in Kingston Park, Lower Kingston Park, Paul's Avenue, who wanted to have a cheap meal. I don't even have to add the word nutritious because it's the basics.
Yeah.
Bread and butter. And if you have the upgrade, bread and sausage, salami, especially when it was new to us, when you come to it, you know. But she seemed to have a special knack of how to make bread and cheese and bread and butter.
Yeah.
I won't call the name of the people who provided her the bread. And but her speciality was that Morby.
Morby, man. Can't forget that.
Miss Ferdinand had a Morby with its own brand, its own unique taste. Probably she know exactly how much ice to put in a glass to make the Morby. so quenching. And, you know, she and Webb was down the road. They back street initially by where Gibson's now opposite Subway. Downtown now. Had probably the best Morby in town. I know I have to say this with low voice because my mother also sold Morby and we had our own parlor. But I have to concede that even though we drank buckets and buckets of Elsa Leacock's Morby,
Schoolboy was
and the schoolboy. I think they had something different to what we had, you know, even though tried to be ghetto. So
they still have it.
I gave my mother second or third and fourth place. And all the other places. I hope my brother Alvin is not listening in England because he can say how he could do mommy so, you know. So that was the case, you know. And Miss Furs was the most hospitable of human beings that you can meet or come across. A woman not of many words, but of a good, kind, and great heart.
True.
You know, she gave even what she didn't have. And the kind of respect that people had for Miss Fords, you wanted to perform, you wanted to do well, you wanted her accolades, you wanted her acknowledgement. And equally, you wanted to ensure that you did nothing wrong in her sight that would have to bring shame and or disgrace or disappointment to Miss Ferdinand. So she was not just a mother, she was a motivator. She was an inspirator. And I believe she treated all the same way that she treated her own children, you know. And I grew up with that kind of respect for Miss Ferdinand. Miss Ferdinand knew my parents well. You know, occasionally she will ask if mommy making dukana. Because my mother used to do that too, along with sweet potato pudding. But dukana was her favorite.
That's a favorite, yeah.
And so when I wanted to ingratiate myself even further, I'll get mommy to do those dukana for Miss Ferdinand, who was full of appreciation.
Yeah.
I also know Miss Ferdinand from the fact that we're both Catholics and a church goer. And her being so honest and trustworthy. When the Sunday collection is gathered, it is Miss Ferdinand who will stay back after the church to count the money, the collection money, and take safekeeping of it on behalf of the church and to do whatever has to do. So that was also one of her big contributions to the Catholic Church, quite and apart from her own generosity. But I got, not to bore people, I have to fast forward that because I got married at the age of 24.
Okay.
And in those days, you have to do the maths to decide if you can make this thing financially.
Make it.
The married life, you know. But so at least I know I wouldn't starve because Miss Ferdinand, my next mother, had a grocery store.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to trust her goods, although it ain't far from that. Because at the end of every month, we will go and pay our grocery bill.
Yeah.
And he got it in a cardboard box. I was telling Doug, yes, it came up to be between $34, $36. We're going to run some in that range.
Yeah.
But when you bought $34 or $36 worth of grocery to last you a month.
Plenty.
It's plenty, yeah. It's plenty because your rent bill was $80 a month. I was living in Glen at that time, I remember that. So 18 and 40 is $126 out of a salary of $168. We're playing big man, you know. But then, of course, in them days, you could fool a car with about $20, $30 worth of gas, and you could get spare tire for about $15 and them kind of thing. Those are nicer days and better days, you know. And Miss Ferdinand was the facilitator of all things good to Sinclair, because she know nothing but major and honorable and all them kind of things. I think the fixation would be the Sinclair that she knew.
Okay.
I don't think she ever loved politics or even loved to see me in politics. I don't think even her son, Dr. Ferdinand, who later became, well, I knew all along, but we became even better friends because we met up at UW when he was doing his master's degree in business administration.
Okay.
And I was also doing my master's degree in business administration. In fact, when we went on to do our doctorate in business administration, he and I ended up in the same cohort, that is grouping of people.
Right.
And we would very often travel for nearly 4 years to Bradford in England. Same plane ride, same train ride, same bus ride. We were virtually roommates, you know. I left Bradford in my last year of my doctoral study, 6 months before I should finish. And Joe stayed on and finished very good at his academic work. Came down to help Eustace. So I say that only because to make the connection that all of the family are my friends. Lezo, the one who was the last one, I call him Big Head and he called me Big Head. I can't remember what the name originates now. But if I say him, that's why you're going to call me Big Head. And I can call him back the same thing. I taught him in grammar school. So we had this connectivity of family and so forth. So I knew Miss Forge was ailing for some time. And I didn't make an attempt to see her in an ailing stage because sometimes you try hard to see people in the best and fullness of the health.
Yeah, keep that memory.
To keep that memory, you know. So when she passed, I was not surprised because I know a few weeks ago in Sundays in church, the minister did announce that Miss Ford now was low and was inviting the congregants, those who want to go to see her, go and see her. But Miss Ford's establishment was a life savior for St. Vincent Grenadines. Not just for students, not just for residents of Portsmouth, Lower Montrose, Lower Kingston Park, surrounding community, but for all who frequented the court.
Yeah, because I came from Green Hill. My father sent me to buy grocery more on.
Yeah, and to get the little niceness, I see in the latter years Lezo and Booty try to take turns to go and run the shop. But they can't run it the way that Miss Ford and run it, you know what I mean? And all I'm trying to see, they can make bread and cheese. And one time he told me how the price of salami go up. That's boot, you know. And he got to raise the price of the thing, But it was so easy. But I recall fondly to show you how, I don't know if nonchalant or matter of fact, Miss Ford was as a person. The story when a guy went in there to stick up Miss Ford with a gun to rob her. And purportedly, then Miss Ford hand over all the money that they have and so forth. And Miss Ford just continue to make bread and cheese and whatever she has to sell and sell them all. And she just said, what money you talking about? Miss Ford so frustrated by ignoring him and doing what she did that he get fed up.
And he
leave the shop without doing what he intended to come to rob her. Of course, he was protected by a greater force that's above. Yeah. Bless her soul. So wonderful person has gone to meet our Lord and Savior. I'm sure Ms. Foreigner would have made her election show many times. And we like to say this, that she's in a better place. But I pray God on behalf of Martin myself that she is enjoying her eternal rest and that light perpetual will shine upon her. Now, there are many others who will outdo me with tributes and eulogies. Her son Jules, the wordsmith, among them. I've seen the girl guides who she must have adopted, guys right next door to her, pay glowing tribute to her. I've seen people like Lennox Bowman, Howard, Montgomery Howard, a number of people. I don't know if there might be a young man who was in Kingston Park today who wanted to tell me that he would not have gone into Miss Ford's shop. Douglas, who was here, Carlisle, and the list goes on. Even Dougie, who I believe would have his 3 square meals, found himself in there. Indeed. As a St. Martin's boy,
Yeah.
So I think those tributes are going to be long. I've been hearing people calling that they must name the corner, on name and honor and so on and so forth. How and what will happen is left to the powers that be, the authority that be. It may be done now with this administration. It may be something that she doesn't even want. Or means it's neither here nor there to her sons, because they're like her too, they're very humble, all of them. Booty, Jules,
and real good. So
a lot of humility in them, They're the mother's child. It's not even something that they may want. But if for what it is what I am in a position to do so, I certainly like some kind of thing is given no name, no honor. Whether it's a scholarship to St. Martin's School or to something in the neighborhood there, some way to recognize the soul in the community of one who came and served, who gave much more than they asked for.
Yeah, and she served long too. Very long.
And was distinction to this country, So those are my few words. I spent another 5-10 minutes. Just in case I had to respond to anyone, then I'll take leave of the studio. I don't want to commingle my contribution to do with anything else.
Okay.
I see you've been batting, as usual, batting well.
Yeah, well,
and both Metmintong told me, gave you strict instructions up here. I don't know if he told you were sick, but he's not sick because he's about tongue walking up and down with his wife.
Yeah, sick.
She didn't tell you sick.
Nah.
All right, I just want to make sure I make the news. And I had no excuse or reports from Teach John. And I didn't see him on the street playing carnival yesterday. And I know where we could find Philip, because the last thing I saw was him pictures out at Ovia.
Okay, yeah, well, Philip there was at camp, so he did
in North Winwood.
He did see him not coming in today.
Well, I called Honorable Sharon John to see if she had any signs of Philip.
Okay.
She said, like me, all she saw was pictures. So I don't know, we don't have any hard evidence, but he's given to speaking the truth, and I don't think he would mislead us. in the big set of splash we was getting up in, yesterday.
Philip, I know you're listening to him, you know.
No, Philip has already accepted he's my little brother, so I will not say anything bad about him.
Welcome to New Times.
Hey, greetings, brother Igal.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good man, greetings to you, Major, the Honorable.
Yes,
Michael Mojus Johnson here.
Michael Mojus Johnson. You don't owe Miss Fordham for anything, by chance?
Not a thing.
Because, you know, when people die and the children start to turn up the papers and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the list have to come out.
The paper come out because, you know.
But I know I get a lot of free Marby and bread and cheese.
So there you go.
Because I was there at Bishop's College and then after I finished Bishop's College, I went to St. Martin's.
Okay.
So, and especially
so you get freeness twice?
Students, more than twice. My brother, such a wonderful soul and pleasant soul. I mean, we went there, when we go there every time, you see, she just said, you're always smiling. Me I smile because me want a little Marby and a little, you know, and things were tight.
Yeah.
But she always acknowledge and counsel us. You know, she will tell us what to do, keep focus, and show a love. Is a woman who respects everybody.
You remember how much was for Marby bread and cheese or whatever in your time?
$1.50.
It was $1.50. It would be good when people tell the stories.
No, 75 cents.
75 cents.
I was just going to say you be in school just yesterday if you say $1.50.
Like what was in your time?
I think it's the same 75 cents.
Yeah. Mojus, in the days when we really start out with bread, Marby and thing, it was 10 cents, you know.
I would suspect so.
And then it must go up for 25 cents for a long time, and then 75 and must reach $1.
A big glass, you don't want nothing else in their belly so full when you go when you done drink a Marby, your belly full.
Not that, but the amount of cheese they used to put in the bread, you buy a bread and
cheese was cheese. Cheese was cheese in those days.
Yeah, true.
And sausage, you know.
Take cheese inside of your bread. You know, and many times you shortfall and it doesn't matter her. She just wants us to get a meal to go back to school.
Yeah.
So even though everything come up to $2 and we have $1, we're getting the same full meal for the $1.
So when I say you owe her the records and close examination may be true.
Mouth open.
You get yourself into that trouble.
Yeah, but you know, I just want to share my condolences with everyone, to the family. Dr. Jules, I know him too, personally. Even during my time when I was with my organization, PESCO, the time when he was down there at Flower Mill too, and he used to assist us as well. And I used to tell him about the story with his mom, about his mom.
And he's very much like her, you know, that same slow, methodical, caring, human,
just like her.
Human person, yeah?
You know?
Very much.
Yeah, care, and he sees good in people always.
Yeah, he's very much like that.
All your clock, you recognize good in you. So I just want to share condolences to the family, and I just hope that our soul is going to rest in eternal peace.
Thank you, Mojus.
Okay, bro.
All right.
Thanks very much. Have yourself a great day. Yeah. Yeah, that was Brother Johnson there, and I know lots of persons will at other times give it so, because it's only yesterday I knew, while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody mentioned it. So I said, well, I didn't even know, because I was assisting my brother and doing some work. So the owner said, Mr. Ferdinand passed.
Yeah. Over the carnival weekend, we lost another constituent up in Old Montrose, Bentley Brown. You would know him, I know about him. I know you.
No, Bentley.
Yeah, right. I remember you share that story, but that's it. I remember Bentley passed as well. And he's the father of the serving Senator Benarbor Brown.
Yeah, man.
But Bentley passed over the carnival season.
But I didn't even...
Yeah.
Now you mention it, I know, because he too I would have given tribute to, because I know him.
I think he went Sunday night, I think it could have been.
He taught me in secondary school.
Yeah, I remember he shared a story with me, which is not for radio.
I know, but...
It's not for radio.
So
we express condolences to him too, and sympathies to his daughter, the Minister of
and also
Urban Development.
His other brothers.
His other brothers, yeah.
Sammy and the
Sammy
others
is in
there.
Canada, communicates with me regularly.
Yeah, and the other one, the bigger one, Perrin.
Perrin, that's right.
Yeah, so, my condolences. I had no idea.
Yes,
You were sick? I didn't
He was
know.
an outstanding public servant, tongue planner, and it must have influenced his daughter because I think her field of practice is not very far removed from what was his area of
him.
profession, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I guess that's basically it for me.
Yeah, let me take this person before you go.
Hello.
Hi, hey, Dave. Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, we're hearing you. Louder.
Okay. Well, I feel a little jealous, Feel a little jealous, although this has nothing to do with any great excitement and so on. But listening to my contemporary there, I was just moved to say something because I could understand maybe as a tongue man. I was no tongue man as such.
No, you just bought jam buns from Ma and
From who?
Ma in the talk shop. Grammar school talk shop.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course, that's right. But I know of Mr. and Mistress. I know of that family, and then of course by virtue of Jules and Calvert is my we were
Well, Dave,
I was closer to him than the former politician, so to speak.
Jules.
Yeah, but I heard so much stories about Mrs. Ferdinand, and people like, I just want to say this. It's good that you paid such a nice tribute to her. And I just want to say people of that kind are special. And in today's society, you have people like that. I don't think they could fit into what is going on in the world today or in our own St. Vincent and Grenadines, where life is concerned. They were made from a special mold, I would put it that way.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, I couldn't say I know Mrs. Ferdinand, if because I never, for whatever reason, well, I guess because I was out of town and I wasn't living in that area and so on. But I to speak about her and the kind person that she was. So I knew of her, and then, like I said, through Booty and then Jules. And then I think there's another son. It's three of them?
Lezo, he used to be at Cable and Wireless, later Flow.
Right.
And then I think he was also at the Port Authority as well. Yeah.
Okay, so
he was IT specialist, yes.
But what motivated me to call is when I hear like how you pay that tribute to someone like who was heading for 100. I mean, these people you don't get them like that anymore. Let me put it that way. You don't
West Indies
get
looking
them
for them
like that anymore.
I said West Indies looking for West Indies team looking for them. Somebody who,
oh God, the West Indies.
She's like a Shonda Paul. She's like a Shonda Paul.
Our cricket really taking a beating in truth. And maybe for obvious reasons because of the way their minds are molded and shaped and so on. They don't have that kind of what should I call it? They don't have that kind of substance, or they're not made of that kind of substance or whatever it is, and so on. Yeah, but from all accounts, I have to sing the praises of those who spoke so well. I have my cousin who I know through her. I know she used to. You remember Ruby Williams, mother of Ingrid? Well, she is the only one alive.
Yeah, Level Garden.
Right. So she was in close proximity, and I got to find out that's where she used to get her groceries and so on.
My brother, Dave, as you're speaking, my brother is reminding me because he's clearly listening to remember to pay tribute to. But I'll do that in more detail another time because I don't want to take away from his phone. the
Yeah.
Dean of the Anglican
But
Church, Ulrich Smith, who also passed over the Carnival weekend.
Mhm.
I think he also
Yeah,
was
you see,
95 years old,
you know
yes.
about the. I mean, I know of my cousins because they are my cousins. They were my,
Yeah.
and they even live for a while with us in Honnestville and so on. But God knows best. There's only one surviving member of that family and so on. And that's Ingrid, married to the guy Omar
Yes.
Okay, so
in
Dave,
Antigua and so on.
see if you can wrap it up
Yeah,
there, me, let me
so
collect.
I
Let
am
me
happy
take
to
it
hear you
another
pay that
call.
tribute, and I join with you because, like I said, when I hear people of that age group and so on,
yes,
and what people are, the praises that people have for them and so on, I know that that's almost an obsolete generation now, but to God
be the glory.
be the glory. That's
Thanks.
right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, good.
Thank you. I am here. I just get a message there while Dave was speaking. See, it is reported that a guy got shot at KCCU and he died.
He died?
So
I'm sitting on my phone, but I didn't
I
see that he
just
died.
I just getting a message this, so I don't know.
I'm
Welcome
told
to
you
New
were shot by the
Times.
security guard. I don't know. I don't know the facts.
Okay, caller, call back. Let me accept you on another device because this device say clearly the call's not coming through on that one. All right, call on the WhatsApp. Call back on the other. Call back. Let me get you on another device. The call's definitely not coming through on this one. Since morning, I ain't getting the calls and I take it on the regular channel. I have to take it over on the computer. So that's the message I got there. I don't know.
Yeah, my phone is confirming that the person died as well.
Yeah.
The shooting at KCCU.
Hey, welcome to New Times.
Hi, Brother Michael. I apologize for calling back,
Yeah,
but
because
my political
I got
father.
to ban you on the from when
No,
when
I
you
know.
call.
truth
No,
speaker, your name has shown up on the records as at Sylvia Ferdinand's grocery among those who don't have 100% record of paying for the meals. So if the call out to ask for pardon, then we will accept the charges.
I have Jomo on speed dial, so I'm not worried.
But Jomo might be on too.
but I really appreciate your tribute. I did mine earlier.
Yeah, I heard you. Very well done,
And
yes.
you and Mojus talk about the bread and cheese, but for me it was the bread and salt sausage.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, since I left St. Martin's, I've never had occasion
To
to
get his
eat that
sausage.
stuff. Yeah, and I mean, even today I can taste the thing. I mean, it's
Real sausage.
and yeah,
The
yeah,
thing that now they did is artificial, man. Sausage cousin.
exactly,
I
exactly,
was
and
fortunate after finishing school to still
mm,
buy Marby and bread and cheese by her.
right,
Yeah.
and you're right, Major. The Marby was out of this world, man.
I can't say that
I
plenty, because my brother listening, and we
I
used to
know,
sell
I know,
more,
I know.
so
I went.
and you and him gonna have conference Saturday morning, and the whole and all in and all the panel.
But Major,
Yes, please.
when I went to Petersville, I also had occasion to visit another establishment, the Providences,
Yeah.
right by the river there.
Yeah, right.
So
Opposite the Eustace.
I do remember them fondly, also. So I don't know if they're still around, but
No, and they have died. The children
they
around.
have
They have
passed on.
passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Who's that?
yeah. Rest in
For
peace. The
Providence.
Oh,
Providences.
quite a while ago. Yeah.
So Miss Fordy was indeed a gem, and I would always keep her in a special place in my heart because of my personal experiences with her. But also, I was gratified to hear that several years ago, St. Martin's felt it necessary to honor her, and I think that was a really, really, really good move. So,
And
once again, to the family, my deepest and sincerest condolences. And Miss Ferdy, would you continue May you continue to fly high, and may you rest in peace in the loving arms of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And let me borrow something from Major. May the light shine perpetually upon you. Rest in well-deserved peace. Thank you. Thank you, Major.
Blessings.
Thank you,
Okay,
Brother Igan.
All right.
my
I
brother.
got.
Major, before you leave, a meeting tomorrow night, Spring Village. So I know you might want to invite
Well,
the people out there.
I just joined with you and others who are promoting that meeting in Spring Village. I am not on the speaking cast tomorrow night. So I think the people who will be driving that meeting will be Shallow himself and Dr. Friday. And
Leeward Corridor.
Leeward Corridor. It has to be an omission. I didn't see the gatekeeper nature down there, and nor did I see mention of Pat Lamar, the past representative. So I suspect that they will have speaking engagements, but probably not on the posters.
Patel probably.
And Patel, even in his retirement, is still one of the great speakers. You know, there are not very many political speakers, platform speakers, and him. Make some noise! La Casa Posse. If you want to hear that in Miss Patel's voice and the La Casa Posse for himself to Spring Village. I heard Keisha for West Kingston.
Yes, she did.
Quite right to promote him and saying that Spring Village is like all the rest of St. Vincent, needs a coat of paint. It really run down. You know, I was embarrassed this morning, like listening to another radio station. And you can't take any pleasure when honestly a person saying that Kingston stink, Kingston nasty. And it's sad and unfortunate.
Sad, yeah.
That people have to speaking about the city
like
in that way.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just around the corner, you know.
True.
Darkest night is before the dawn. And Shallow's meeting tomorrow night is to help to usher in that new dawn.
True.
You know, it's a pity that my man is not here today teach John and Philip, because sometimes I can't help listening to conversation. I was in the barbershop Saturday. You might ask where I go by the barbershop for, because so let me save you the trouble. I said it's for Roundup. You know, there's a time I used to go and say, give me a Eustace. But I can't know how to Eustace now. I can't know how to Eustace now, so it's for Roundup, you know. But it was really interesting to hear who is speaking and hear the people who are speaking speak about how much the strong labor rights in Morocco are almost surrendering or panicking on the lack of strength in the Morocco community, and the deep concern that Morocco can fall. Now, when you hear those kinds of talk and you hear them innocently, it makes you feel good. So you see, Philip, if you're still out at all in the pool,
nah, you reach it.
You're defending Philip so much time. Every time I try to really get some action on the Philip, you come. But we just want us to say Philip come and come out from over here and everyone go and get him down here. Because if he win and my man Shallow win and well, they say Teach don't win, but I don't want to count no chicken before they hatch. I mean, there's a comfortable government way there, you know.
Long time.
You know, but Labour seem not today and again, you know. I don't remember you used to hear Labour, man.
I know. One or two people might say a little thing.
All I mean know is we want to change.
Yeah.
We want to change.
All over the country.
Time for them to go.
Time for them.
People tired of fed up.
Yes.
They gone now. This time for sure. Them is the kinds of thing I hear about the tongue.
Those are the things.
Gypsy put that in the news. I gotta go out this studio. Because it look like I'm making more trouble than anything else.
It's 1 o'clock, so it's right time for the break too. So take care, mate. All the best. Yeah, it's now 1 o'clock, so it's now time for the break. So we're gonna take the break and we're gonna come right back.
Central Leeward, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th, aboard the MP Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leeward. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barley at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., And it's all presented by the Central Leeward Young Dems and the NDP Central Leeward Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro on Sunday, July 13th, aboard the MV Gemstar.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus Picoactin Syrup and Mimglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PVT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Picoactin Syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mimglobin Liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Picoactin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
It's in the feeling in our we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life keeps pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. People, we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket. 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Bonnedy Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonnedy Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonadi Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonadi Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leewood. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barely at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., and it's all presented by the Central Leewood Young Dems and the NDP Central Leewood Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro on Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar.
You took 22 years to bring the country to this. It don't take a genius to know that is backwardness. Your selfishness and greed is why 2 decades just waste. You never had intentions to truly develop the place. Cause the country hanging over a precipice, while you recklessly insist to run the place like a terrorist. So I'm calling these people, come on, oh man, come let we change things once and for all. Come let we answer the freedom call. Come on, oh man. Come with plenty determination. It won't be easy to change this land. Hit the ground running. Drop what you're doing. Come on, man. You used to be in favor of having term limits. But power sweet you so much you don't forget about it. You make a good living by ripping off we country. So you refuse to give power to anybody. You say the younger ministers inside your party lack experience and ability, so you go run things single-handedly. So I calling the people, come on, oh man. You telling yourself you're the only man who's bright enough to run this island. Come on, oh man. Your dictatorship ain't working at all. In fact, it is the country's downfall. Come with confidence and let me root out incompetence. Come on, man. It's a known fact that you have Calypsonians in your car. You said our lyrics are
To the New Times program. Yeah, let me just welcome the post on the WhatsApp. Good afternoon. Welcome to the New Times program.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon. You're on in studio?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. I just want to make a contribution to the program. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just want to say, I know the opposition sounds very confident. Of course, they would have their reasons for their confidence, but judging from our past history, election history, since this regime has been in power, I would caution that they do not trust the process. 2015 election results, and we don't know if what was announced as the result was really the result in truth and in fact. But we do know there was some obvious, apparent malfeasance. I say apparent because
Fair enough.
that central leeward situation where it seems as though, and news did come out from the persons handling the numbers said that the opposition had won by 6 votes. Then we hear they lost by hundreds of votes. Okay. Also, the North Windward situation, we know that was another that apparent, that was hanky panky was fairly evident in that even in the court they had, the returning officer could not state where the instruments were by which he determines the vote. We all know that has all the smell and appearance of malfeasance. So I would say we cannot just depend on the polls alone. I would even recommend it may be necessary to recruit a clandestine group to do surveillance before, during, and after the elections. You got to do some clandestine work because the government has all its fingers on the levers of the election. It's not an independent body conducting the elections. And that is something that must be taken into consideration. The voting alone, the surface appearance of things, you can't even trust that.
Let me say something to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things you wouldn't come on the radio and say. But the New Democratic Party isn't taking anything for granted. Not in this election. And
the stakes are so high.
The will of the people will be done in this election, and the results will be according to the will of the people. We are not taking anything for granted. We are not running an election just sitting down and not taking all the different things that could happen into account. The New Democratic Party is on the ball in all aspects of preserving our democracy and making sure that things go right in St. Vincent and no stealing to take an election will happen in 2025. That is as much as I can say. I can't say anything more on the radio.
Thank you for your response. But I have had my personal experience with the registration, and I wasn't pleased. I'm being honest with you. I said it on radio before, and I'll say it again. I am in West Kingston constituency. I've lived there since 1971. I have always been on the voters list. I never lost my place on the voters registration. I cannot say I voted in every election, but I've made sure that my name and I've been kept as a West Kingstown elector. Last time when I went to renew my ID card, I went to Lomans Leeward Anglican School. I don't think many people, probably some old people over there know me. And when I went to register, I am not known in that community. It's a while I haven't been into that community. And nobody objected to me and said, who are you? Who are you? Nobody was there to say that. So the process was without any objection or questions asked. I mean, granted, I had my birth certificate and everything else, my whole ID. But the thing about it, if we are not monitoring the process all now.
Well, the thing is, we are monitoring the process. I don't know about the time you went in West Kingston, but I could assure you, when you come off, I'll be calling out the places for registration. But I can assure you that we will, our monitors will be at the place of registration. We always monitor the elections. At that time, I don't know what happened in West Kingston, but this is something that we do all the time. Without fail, we monitor the elections. I know East Kingston and other constituencies do the same. On that particular time, I don't know what happened in West Kingston then.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my brother. But be assured that everything that could be done is being done, and we're not taking anything for granted in these elections.
Okay.
Okay. Have yourself a great day, and God bless.
You do the same.
Thanks, bro. Yes, the NDP is on the ball. We're not taking anything for granted. I just want to give that assurance to the people. Let me call out the places for registrations for today for you, because today is the 9th Wednesday, and registration will be in all constituencies and at all of the different times. Let me see if I get this post on the Magic Jack. Welcome to New Times.
Hello.
Hi, Major is not in the studio. He's gone already.
What I was wondering, during the election petition, they said they couldn't find the Form 17. I thought that when the ballots are counted, that a copy of the Form 17 is given to each political party. Am I right?
A copy of Form 17 is always in the stuff for the elections. They will be used at the polling station by the relevant persons, so their agents and everybody. They will be able to verify whatever is on the program. So your agent's
when they finish
supposed to
verifying it, and they all sign off on it,
yes.
don't each political party
That account can change when you sign off on it, except your agent decide to play the fool. But if you sign off on 600 votes,
anything you sign, you should get a copy.
Nothing can be changed from that, because you will know that that is not what you signed off.
The point is not only knowing, because one of the things they say he couldn't recall because they can't find the Form 17.
Well,
if you have your copy,
he can never recall. I don't.
Then they can't come with that crap about they can't find it.
I would have loved to see the petition go out in another court. The court that was held here to deal with that petition, I am telling you, I have really no confidence in that, based on what I listened when I sat down and listened to what was presented. I don't know, but
that is a rather strange situation.
Very.
I think that we should make sure that each returning officer for each party must have a copy
there are
of
certain
that.
things you can't make sure, my brother. That is only maybe in your mind. There are certain things you cannot make sure. The law is the law. There are certain things that is done, and there are certain things that is not done. So if something is not supposed to be done, you have your person who's supposed to record. They are the ones who's supposed to do it, and that is how.
I think that's a shame. Anyhow, I saw the man you have down there on Scene Caribbean the other night talking about a Lakatang banana. Well, I think it's time for that gentleman to go home. He has done enough evil to the people of St. Vincent.
Definitely.
He looks like a withered Lakatang tree. And age, we're all getting old, and I myself will probably look like an old Lakatang tree to myself.
After a while, all of you will come. So I don't know why some people don't want to just go and relax themselves.
He has done enough evil, and he needs to ask the people of St. Vincent for forgiveness for the evil that he has done, especially during election. I notice now Jamaica is calling for a code of ethics during the election campaign. And sooner or later they will make it part of the electoral reform, because electoral reforms got to be refining time and time
obvious.
after get. The code of ethics they're calling for is saying that, look, you don't get up there and tell the people you will do this, do that, or you don't go and because you have power in your hand, you could lambaste people, and knowingly it's a lie, and you get scotch-free with it. It's time for the politicians in the Caribbean, not just in Vincent alone, but in the Caribbean. They're blaming everybody else except themselves for their behavior. It's their behavior that is contributing a lot to the crime, because the young people looking on and they're seeing the behavior of these politicians, the blatant lies, the blatant things that they do. How could you have 31 spoiled votes when it's not the person who signed the ballot didn't do the job? And we have to be looking at these things, because that's where we are losing the election in St. Vincent. In my books, Nigel, the man there has never won an election in St. Vincent. Others will disagree, that's fine. But the man has never won an election, and it's just total manipulation. And not just him alone, Nigel. It's our people. Our people. But the good book says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. To depart from evil is understanding.
True.
And not until our people look around and believe in justice and seek justice and love righteousness that we will have a change in St. Vincent.
And
of course, you have to go out and vote.
Of course, you must vote.
Because you just can't sit there and believe what the Bible says. You have to go out and vote and get this evil man out of St. Vincent. He has done enough. Let him go and ask the Lord. And let him turn to the Lord and say, Lord, against thee and thee only have I sinned. He doesn't have to satisfy man. He has to first satisfy God, and everything else will fall into line. Continue to keep democracy alive. Continue to bring out the evil that is being done. And all these things, such like the airport, we don't know anything about it. Now we have the port having problems. Everywhere you turn, the thermal energy is a total failure. The people down in North Leeward, they had the lands. Continue to allow them to use the lands and farm and make a living. No, that is taken away from them. Everywhere you turn, no electoral reform, no separate statute governing that is there. Everything, if you look at everything that is done, and he gets on with what he has done and what he hasn't done. Look, the whole place is a total mess. I see St. Lucia now is now dropping the VAT. I saw it last night and seen Caribbean. They're now dropping the VAT on several items. They say the economy is doing well, and we are doing it. Apparently, we're not doing well, but he says we are doing well.
We know we are
Time
not doing
for the
well.
people to get up and shine.
But we will do just that with the VAT. We will reduce it from 13 to 15, from 16 to 13%. Also, we will take it off from certain basic food items, medicine, and so on. So the people can look forward to all of that under the New Democratic Party.
Well, let's keep letting them know that, and we hope they go out and conform the plan that the NDP has in store for them for prosperity.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Keep
you very
democracy
much.
alive.
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. Take care and God bless.
Same to you. God bless you too.
Okay.
Bye bye. Cheers.
Bye.
Good. Fine.
Yes, so let me go now. Thank the caller there for the call. Let me go now on to the registration in North Windward. It will be at the Sandy Bay Government School, and in North Central it will be at the Park Hill Government School. Let me get South Central Windward now. The 9th will be at the Diamond Government School, that is South Central Windward. And you come down to South Windward, and then the 9th it will be at the Stubbs Government School. That's South Windward. You go to Marico on the 9th, which is today. It will be at the Evesham Methodist School. Evesham Methodist School, that will be for Marico. Let's see where's East St. George. Your registration will be on the 9th. It will be at the Calico Town Hall. Your registration will be at the Calico Town Hall, East St. George. West St. George, the 9th. Your registration will be at the Belay Government School. And East Kingston on the 9th. Your registration will be at the C.W. Prescott Primary School. And Central Kingston, it will be at the Police Band Room in Largo Heights. West Kingston, it will be at the Public Health Building in Rose Place. South Leeward, your registration for the 9th will be at the Kittels Learning Resource Center. And Central Leeward, your registration for the 9th will be at the Barrowley Government School. North Leeward, your registration will be at the Spring Village Police Station. That is for North Windward. And Northern Grenadines, your registration will be at the Friendly Society Hall in Port Elizabeth. Anyway, so the Southern Grenadines, your registration will be in Union Island at the Tourism Information Bureau in Union Island. And then in Canouan, it always will be at the Canouan Administrative Building. So remember, that's the places for registration. You need to walk with your ident. If you have an old ID, if it expired, you have to walk with it. Your birth certificate, a copy of the birth certificate, and if you're married lady, you have to take the marriage certificate, also a copy of that certificate. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times.
Yeah. Hi, girl.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, you said East Kingston Largo Police Station.
Central
It's supposed
Kingston.
to be central.
Central Kingston
Yeah, it's supposed
Police.
to be central, yes.
Central
Yeah.
Kingston, the police banner.
You know these
East
things happen,
Kingston, I said C.W. Prescott is East
No,
Kingston.
you also said.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That was a slip of the tongue.
Yeah,
no.
so
All right.
Central Kingston is police banner. So so those are the places for registration. So you take along your birth certificate and a copy of it. If you're married lady, your marriage certificate as well and a copy of it. If your ID is expired, you carry your expired ID as well as you go for registration. Remember, it's a very important process. Go be registered, check your ID, make sure it's not out. Check the list in the different constituencies. Check the constituency office to the NDP in all of the constituencies and make sure that your name is on the list so you know that you are registered so that when the day comes, you can mark your X. And remember, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. in Spring Village will be the meeting of North Leeward with Brother Kishore Shallow, the NDP public meeting, Spring Village. Dr. Kishore Shallow, the party president, and others will be there. So you got to be a part of the action everywhere the NDP is. You make sure you find yourself there so you can follow the NDP, listen to the message of the NDP. You can get familiar with it so that you can repeat some of it to your friends and neighbors who might want to know and maybe who didn't hear. But by now, I know the majority of persons would have heard at least some of the plans for the NDP because we've been sending them over all the time, social media, radio, everything. So you just got to be a part of the action. So Spring Village, come on out tomorrow night, and the people of North Leeward, and be there with the New Democratic Party and Dr. Kishore Shallow, your next representative for North Leeward, and also your party's leader, which will be the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, our party leader, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. You got to be out there and listen to all the speakers as they present. And then on Sunday, remember the boat ride for Central Leeward, Brother Conroy Huggins, your next representative for Central Leeward. He and his team, they have put on a boat ride for Myro on the 13th of July. So you got to come on out, get a ticket. Remember, I told you tickets are available. Check all the constituency personnel who usually deal with tickets, because tickets are in all constituencies. In Central Kingston, you can check me, myself, Ingrid, and Yellowboard. Well, the two Yellowboards, because they usually call both of them Yellowboards. So you check both of them and you'll get tickets. You can check anybody from the Central Leeward team, and you can get tickets as well, because the boat leaves Barely 7 a.m., and 7 in the morning, and then it will leave Kingston at 8, and we head down to Myro, and then back. Take a sail, see how Myro is doing after the passage of Berry last year. It's a year plus now, and therefore you need to take a look and see how things are. Those of you who are visiting, if you visited for the carnival, you're not going away. You need to take a trip down, so purchase a ticket, take a ride down to Myro. If you are leaving before Sunday, you can always buy a ticket, give to a friend, a family member, so that they can travel down there and be a part of this boat ride. Be a part there with Brother Conroy Huggins and the Central Leeward team. Be a part of the NDP. Support the NDP, even though you are not a member of the NDP per se, you can still support the NDP. Support the fight for change. We need a change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you are the people. You are the ones who can bring about that change, and with your vote, that change will come in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times.
Raffle at Check League at Great House. Raffle for the West Kingston raffle.
Okay, so you're promoting a raffle there for West Kingston. And that will be taking place where?
By the Nutrition Center. It's next to the Band
Oh, by the office down in the West Kingston office?
Yeah.
Okay, the West Kingston NDP office. All right, so the people can get their tickets from West Kingston and other persons in the various constituencies. Okay. All right then. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, caller. That's the call to remind people in West Kingston and throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines that West Kingston is putting off a raffle that is for people who normally involve in raffles. So you can get your tickets at the NDP office in West Kingston, and from persons who usually sell them in the various constituencies, you can get your ticket anytime because they are available right now. So you can check West Kingston office, you can check NDP headquarters, and persons in the various constituencies who normally sell in our constituency. It's people like the two Yellowboards, Sister June. Yeah, those are people who normally will sell those tickets. So you can check them if you usually play raffles and so on. So it is now 1:40. I'm gonna play you a song and then I'm gonna take my leave from the studio for today. It was really nice being here. Nice being here with you this for the duration of this program. I want to thank all of you who called and make your contribution. Your contribution is always necessary and important when we have these programs. So thank you for your calls. Thank you, those of you who sent messages. We thank you very much. And remember, tomorrow night, meeting Spring Village, 7 p.m. Come on out in your numbers. Support Dr. Kishore Shallow and the New Democratic Party. Our party president will be there as well, Dr. Friday. So you got to come on out, show your support. Remember, this is July. This is the latter half of the year. So, you know, the political fever has begun to heat up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It ain't reached fever pitch yet. You know, it's just heating up as we go closer and closer. So come on out, be a part of the village meeting there in Spring Village. Support the New Democratic Party. Support your next representative, Dr. Kishore Shallow. And support your next Prime Minister, Dr. Godwin Friday. Come on out, listen to all the speakers who will be there, be a part of it. And then on Sunday, the boat ride. Don't forget that the boat ride will be there. The boat ride this Sunday, the 13th of July. Brother Conroy Huggins and Central Leeward NDP team has put on the boat ride. So you just have to get a ticket, be a part of it. The boat leave Barrowley 7 a.m. and Kingston 8 a.m. and head down to Myro. Be a part of it and support the New Democratic Party. Take care of yourselves. And if it is the will of the Lord, the program will continue tomorrow. So stay away from any trouble. Stay close to Jesus and enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that for spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Family gone. Crime situation is out of control. Every time you wake up, you're losing another soul. The people, they're not satisfied, but they're afraid to open their mouth. Why? Because if they say anything, the vaccine food up your mouth up the corner. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gotta go. What I tell you? Enough is enough. The people say come. They gone now. 1, 2, 3. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Want to hear that again and again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gone. They gone. They gone. This country in shambles. People can't get work. Young girls on the corner begging for a buck. Why? If you don't believe, come out after 6. Nah. The things you will see on the street, you can't believe it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. What I tell you? What I tell you? Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. This election, enough. The people say they gone now. Not another term. Leaders of this country, they wicked like hell. Wicked siding with criminals, posting with cartel. With taxpayers' money, you put on a show. So much people hungry, with no place to go. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gone, totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Central Leewood